Inside your bedroom, we stopped counting the days, lost in the rhythm.
Hi, hello, and happy Sunday! I feel really good. I felt super sluggish and tired this morning, but I followed kind of the nutrition plan I've been working on for my personal goals. And after I did that, basically I had an apple, I had a piece of toast for breakfast, and then I had my protein shake. And after the protein shake, I started to perk up a little bit, feel a lot better. And then I drank a bit of coffee and I felt 10 times better. Coffee is always the key to a great morning, if you ask me. So I feel like I'm finally on the right track, not just because I feel better physically. I am getting back into running. I've actually been doing really well the last few days. I've been trying to do 30 minutes of movement every single day, and I am using that 30 minutes to slowly get myself back into my old running routine. So I'm not really running right now. I'm doing like run walks is what I'm mostly doing. Just trying to get some movement back into my life, mostly just set the routine, not really planning any specific fitness at this point. I'm just trying to establish a regular routine of doing it every day. So far that has been really good. I'm feeling better. And so not only has that been really good, but also I am almost 15 chapters into Taming the Beast as of this morning. And oh my gosh, I am having so much fun editing it. The pacing is great. I feel like that particular subject is something that I have actually started to really develop in my writing in general, is great pacing. I feel like I do a good job knowing where to start a story from the very beginning of the book, and also keeping the pacing quick and fast reads. That's kind of my style anymore. That, and I do think the spice level on this book, I feel like I've really found my niche with this one. It is a much spicier book for sure. I feel like I've kind of fallen into the genre that, not that it's any different now, but I feel like I've really found my place in the author world, writing paranormal romance and romantasy, spicy books. Yeah, so it's going really well. I am loving this book. I really do feel like it's one of my best books I've ever written. I know I say that with each book I've written as I write them, but I don't know. This is the first time I feel like I'm truly in the space that I want to be. I felt a little that way when I started writing Curse of Wings, but I was on my way transitioning into like a new era of my life, moving from a different job. And so I think that in doing that, I was still kind of figuring it out, how much I could actually push as far as like, especially like the spiciness. I was a little bit worried in my personal life about how much spice I could really write. And so now I feel like I am fully into the place I want to be. So I am so excited for all the books ahead. I want to write. Everything I'm writing this year is going to have kind of this spice level to it. So super fun. But either way, it is going really well. I need to finish planning out Patreon content for this week. I need to get chapter 2, the unedited version of Taming the Beast. I need to get that scheduled out because I want that to go out also this week along with other exclusives. So join Patreon if you haven't already. You can be a free member and you still get exclusive content weekly on my Patreon as a completely free member. So it's just a really fun way to support me and a really cool community. So go and join if you haven't. Hi, Hello, happy Monday. First things first, yesterday, after Finn and I went out for our weekly sweet treat, I like to take him out. We do like a little mom and son date on Sundays a lot of times. We went and got gelato, and I convinced him to go shopping with me, and I was excited because when I pulled up outside Old Navy, they had a sale going on jeans, and y'all, I haven't had a pair of jeans in well over a year because they broke. I split them, and then I just never went and got jeans because shopping for jeans isn't fun. I do like wearing jeans. I like the look of them, and man, I really like this look. This shirt's also new. I feel really cute, and I forgot to take a picture, so we're gonna have to take a picture later for social media purposes. Also, I did not have my last client of the day. I don't think I've told you guys too much about this aside from like getting back on my fitness journey, trying to get back on track with distance running again, or at least just running and not even distance running. But I don't think I've shared with you guys that over the last few months, I have had afternoon dizzy spells. I have felt like a drop every day at the same time, which has been about 12:30 or 1 o'clock. I have felt like a big drop, just a drop in energy massively. And it has started to slowly also become dizzy spells. In the last 2 weeks, they've been really intense. And I have been a little at wit's end. I called my doctor this morning, left a voicemail, did not hear back. Had another really intense one today that just kind of lingered longer than normal. And I was starting to get real paranoid about it because I have been the last several days, especially as I have tracked my food and my exercise, and everything I'm tracking has basically said that there shouldn't be anything wrong from like a standpoint of what I'm eating and stuff, that kind of thing. So I've been thinking of I'm like deficient or something. I don't know. Well, I did more thinking on my symptoms because dizzy spells are not uncommon for me. I actually struggle with vasovagal syncope from time to time, and a common trigger. And I think what I am finally fully figuring out is my biggest trigger, and maybe the only trigger I have for vasovagal syncope or dizzy spells and actual passing out, is stress and anxiety. So I put 2 and 2 together. I realized the last time I had dizzy spells like this, oh my gosh, it was also right after I had lunch when I was working in public education. I would have my lunch and then I would feel sick to my stomach and a little dizzy, and then I would have to start my day, and it would just ruin the afternoon for me. Basically the exact same thing I'm dealing with right now. So my dumb ass has, I'm pretty sure, just been really anxious, and I write in the mornings before I start the morning, and it's very nice. It's a really good time. I have my coffee. I feel really relaxed. It sets the tone for the day. I think having the morning coffee helps like to chill me out because it definitely helps with my ADHD symptoms. And then at lunch, I typically do what's left over from the morning, do a little bit of writing, and whatever I don't get done has to happen either in the afternoon, like in the evening when I get home from work, or it just doesn't happen. And I think what's happening is I'm really frustrated with myself at that point in the day because I'm not getting what's done. And now I have to go into this afternoon of things, and my brain is not ready. Again, maybe because I am used to the ADHD and the coffee helps with that a little bit in the morning, but I think I'm having the hardest time transitioning my brain into other thought processes for the afternoon. And I think what it's doing is either, well, today probably was a panic attack, honestly. I think I am at least coping with heightened anxiety, maybe just an anxiety attack, not so much a full-blown panic attack. I say that, but I'm having dizzy spells. So I think all this time, what I've been dealing with mid-afternoon is anxiety, and I know how to treat that. I mean, good Lord, that's what I do for a living. Aside from writing, I am a mental health therapist, and the only reason I'm sharing this with you guys is because it just goes to show how it's so much easier to see patterns and to see things in other people than it is to see it in ourselves. So And if you're like me, I struggle to slow down and do self-reflection at a deep level to analyze for these things. And I also have a tendency to do way too much. And I think I thought I was doing a really good job of it because I have cut back in certain areas of my life. But I think I am adding a lot of stress to others now. So I think all I did was move the stress to other places. Not good. So I know how to treat this. So yes, I have called my doctor. I'm going to run labs. I want to do the whole physical workup. I'm supposed to have a doctor's appointment in April anyway, where we would do that. So I've called. I want to do that. But also I have a very sneaky suspicion that tomorrow, if this kind of thing happens again and it gets to be a little bit out of control, that if I were to take my emergency anxiety medicine, I have a feeling that I wouldn't have a problem. I'm just mad I didn't think about that sooner. So that's the big catch up today. Also, I created a really cute template and posted that to Instagram, so I'm really proud of that. I actually think I have amended how I'm going to go about doing some of my social media content creation. Just based on what other people are doing and what's gaining a lot of views and stuff online for other people. So I'm mimicking some of that. Also in line with some of my anxiety, I really want to get back to better planning out all of my social media content. And so I used to do all of that on Sundays. And I still do a little bit on Sundays, but I think that might be a really good task for Friday mornings, because Friday mornings, I don't typically write because I see a client on Fridays and it's hard to transition the headspace. I need something that's less deeply involved. And so I usually do some social media on those days anyway. So that would be a good day to just batch create stuff Friday morning and get it scheduled out for the next week. So I may try that this week to see if that helps to lighten the load and give me some of that morning time back that I have actually fallen into the trap of spending doing social media when I'm supposed to be writing. So we will see. I'm gonna take a look at how I can do that. Also, I may just have to bite the bullet and actually utilize my PA more and actually get more hands-on help for things. So we will see how things lie. But also, it's been a good sales month so far. It was a good sales month this last month. I got a good chunk in the bank account, so things are going well. Yes. Deep breath. Now I need to go and pick up Finn, and we're gonna head home and relax. Hi, hello friends. It is Friday. Welcome to the vlog. I don't know why I said that because we've been going for a little while, but I don't have a client today. So I am going to do a ton of reading / editing for Taming the Beast. Pause for airplanes. They are really loud today because it's nice weather, so they're doing a lot of flying, I bet. So this might be the best it's gonna sound, so bear with me. I have already run a couple errands this morning. It is just now 8:38. I dropped Finn off at school. He was excited because it is pajama day for Read Across America, which is super exciting. Then I went over to the lab. I did a blood draw, so we will see what all of that looks like. I don't know if I updated you guys. I went to an urgent care that's near me and got assessed because I was still having those dizzy spells. I was actually having them worse than before, and I had started to notice more symptoms. And so we went in, we did a tilt test while we were there, but looked at everything and basically decided that my allergies are messing with my inner ear and is causing a lot of vertigo. So I got some medication to treat the sinuses, And I started that last night, and lo and behold, this morning is the first morning I feel just about normal. I'm still having some allergy things, but honestly, I'm outside right now, which is why I'm noticing it. But lo and behold, so I think a lot of it is just vertigo. I do have kind of a history of fainting and passing out kind of at random. I don't really know what triggers that. So maybe that's also just vertigo. But I don't know. So maybe the lab work will reveal what that history is about. But just wanted to let you guys know, because I did tell you guys earlier this week that I was having some pretty severe dizziness, that I am doing well. So nobody panic or freak out. I am fine. All right, so we are gonna go in, June and I had to fast for my labs this morning, so I had a little bit to eat after, because I was feeling just a little bit woozy. So I feel better now. So I'm gonna go in, maybe eat a little bit more breakfast, but first thing I wanna do is make coffee. Oh, I really, really want coffee. So we're gonna do that, and then the plan is just to start reading on Taming the Beast and making my notes. I am really, really excited. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna get a ton done today. Hi, hello, friends. Happy Saturday. Alex has to work soccer games, so he is doing that this morning. I think the plan is that he's gonna take Finn with him to one of the games. There are 3, I believe, today. So he's gonna go to 3 soccer games. I think it'll be a really good time. I think it'll be a lot of fun for them. And yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to do with myself today. In other news, my blood work results came back, and I got some results that I think will explain why I am so dang tired all the time. I haven't had the dizziness. I think that was probably allergies, but I am still having the intense fatigue. We were in bed at like 9 last night. And so I'm just waiting probably for Monday to get a call from my doctor, and hopefully we'll get more results related to that. So that is pretty much where we stand with things. As far as today goes, I don't know what I'm going to do. Yesterday, maybe I should update you guys on this. I finished my read through of Taming the Beast, which is super exciting. So what I could do today is I could start implementing edits. That would be smart of me. There's really not a whole lot of work to be done at this point on the book. I'm very impressed with myself. It's all real tight, and I think it's truly a testament of how much work I put into my outline and how much thinking I did ahead for my chapter by chapter outlines. So outlining definitely helped with this project. Sometimes it just hinders my progress, but I think I really needed it to be that way, since there is a bit of a crossover with book 3 of Curse of Wings. So I am very pleased with the work I have done. So maybe today I will start implementing edits. I want to clean up a little bit around the house also. Things are a bit crazy, and it has been driving me crazy. So it may just be a Saturday spent cleaning and doing a little bit of work in that regard, a little bit of self-care and taking care of myself. I mean, that's the same thing. Just because I have not been feeling super great over the last week. So maybe a little bit of that is also overdue. So we will see. That may be what I do. But first things first, I need to get Finn ready to go to soccer games when Alex comes back to pick him up. Maybe this means spring is coming after all, and I won't be freezing for that much longer. don't do vlogging very often in public. We are at a soccer game. We've been slowly introducing Finn to sports this year. He hasn't been to football. We missed that. But he went to a lot of basketball. We were really into basketball. And now we're at a soccer game, which is super exciting, really fun. They have a playground. We can do the monkey bars. So we're gonna go do monkey bars and then maybe go back to watching the girls soccer game. Ready?
Go. Mom, it's kind of dark. We can't really see you, Mom.
I can't really do it.
It's kind of small.
That's okay.
Mom, you kind of
good morning. It is Sunday and it sounds like spring. I love it. You can hear all of the birds out here. They're just going crazy, tweeting and flying around in the trees. Oh my gosh. And the weather is gorgeous today. I think my plan for the day is to at least get out for a walk, run at some point. That's kind of the goal, to do that today. I am also implementing edits on Taming the Beast today because I finished my read through earlier this week. So now all I have to do is implement my notes, make my changes and adjustments. Super exciting. I am planning to have my live stream tonight also, probably finishing edits or doing more of them during the live stream. So that will be exciting. I'm really proud of myself because I didn't have too many large notes for this stage of editing. At least nothing I'm gonna have to go and do a ton of thinking or work on. I already have solutions for a lot of these things. So that's super nice. That should cut down a lot on the workload. So yeah, it's been good. Last night, we all went to soccer. Finn had a really good time. He'd never been to a soccer game before. So we did that, got home. Alex and I watched a movie. I don't remember what it was called, but it had Jason Momoa in it. And it was pretty fun. Took place in Hawaii. Maybe some of you can kind of figure that out. I don't know. Maybe I'll comment it down below when I go back inside and look. I don't know. But yeah, it's gonna be a nice Sunday. I am very excited. And that's pretty much all I have to say. I think this is a good place to end the vlog. Here, let me get into kind of some better lighting here. There we go, so you can see me a little bit better. So that's that. Thank you so much for watching. Check out all the links in the description box. Make sure you are following me on social media. I'm very active there. You can also join my Patreon for free and get an exclusive weekly writing update that you don't get anywhere else. Super fun stuff. I share some bonus tidbits in there every week, and you can join for $5 and get exclusive behind the scenes content. Last week I shared the unedited version of chapter 1 and chapter 2 of Taming the Beast. So fun stuff, more to come. Yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, read books, be kind. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.